If you're someone who goes above and beyond to make the most out of your career, then this video is for you. You know that LinkedIn is the mecca for recruiters and employers, and the more you invest in your LinkedIn profile, the greater are your chances to land an awesome job in 2023. In today's video, I'm going to share next level high-touch tips to really help your profile stand out and become the Ferrari of LinkedIn profiles. Welcome to my channel. I'm Anna. I'm a career coach and resume writer. And in my videos, I talk about how to get you hired for that fantastic job you want and deserve. LinkedIn is one of my big passions, and I can talk about it for hours. But for the sake of today's video, let's dive right into the next level tips to really help your profile stand out. The number one feature that only real pros on LinkedIn use is the audio name pronunciation next to your name on your profile. What that feature does, it allows you to let people know what the best way to pronounce your name is. But in fact, even if your name has the most regular pronunciation, you can use those 10 seconds to welcome people to your profile with your voice and mention something that would encourage them to learn more about who you are. That really shows how much detail and attention you've put into your LinkedIn profile and that you really care about your online presence as a professional. The next section that can really help your profile stand out is the featured section. It has its own place at the top of your profile and gives you an opportunity to feature certain examples of your work, a portfolio, a video resume, an example of your social media, if you have a YouTube channel, if you have a blog post that really showcases your in-depth expertise in a certain subject, all of those things, or any one of those things, can be featured right in that section. And I'm telling you, the profiles that have that really grab the viewer's attention. The third really important section of your LinkedIn profile is the activity section. Not many LinkedIn profile users realize that everyone on LinkedIn can go onto your profile, click on activity, and track every single step you've taken on LinkedIn. All the likes, all the comments, all the posts that you've shared, all of that is going to be in there. So really, if you think about it, that tells a lot about what grabs your attention, what your interests are, and how you're really leveraging this platform. So the real pros on LinkedIn take good care of this section and realize that their networks are going to see what they like and comment on, and therefore that is a great way to increase the visibility of your profile and get more profile views. And it is also the most proactive way, because instead of sitting back and waiting for people to just magically find your LinkedIn profile on its own, you are being proactive and take the first step towards getting their attention by engaging with content on this platform. So if you're someone who is ready to invest in your LinkedIn presence, this is the section to look out for. Another feature that LinkedIn has that can really give your profile a high-touch appearance is the fact that you can upload different media attachments in your experience section. So instead of simply having a text description that might be really good, you could also back it up with specific examples, photos, videos, social media posts, and other ways how you can showcase the actual samples of your work. Especially if you work in an industry or in a profession that is very visual, this is the go-to approach to showcasing your portfolio without directing people to a specific standalone website or a portfolio on its own. Because let's face it, not many people will take the effort to actually click and be redirected somewhere else. But as they're scrolling through your LinkedIn profile, they are much more likely to check out a few samples of your work and be impressed with what you've done in the past. The most underrated section of your LinkedIn profile that real LinkedIn pros take care of is the section with recommendations. All of us understand the principle of social proof. Whenever you go onto Amazon and you want to buy something, what's the first thing you do? You check out customer reviews of people who've already purchased this item, and that helps you to make your decision of whether this is something for you or not. The exact same principle applies here. And the good news is that you can ask other people to give you a recommendation on LinkedIn even if you're not actively job searching, because by the time you are job searching, it would be really helpful to collect a whole bunch of high quality testimonials from people who have collaborated with you. So this is something that can be categorized as ongoing maintenance of your LinkedIn profile. What I would suggest that you do is every couple months, ask someone who you've collaborated with or interacted with to leave you a testimonial in the form of a recommendation of your LinkedIn profile, and you'll thank me later. And finally, another super important section of your LinkedIn profile that a lot of people either disregard or simply take for granted is the skills and endorsements section. The skills and endorsements section looks pretty straightforward, and what most users do on LinkedIn is they include a whole bunch of generic skills that sound good, thinking that that makes their profile stand out. Well, in fact, if you want to increase your profile searchability, so in other words, if you want to appear in more search results for recruiters and employers for relevant job opportunities, if you optimize your skills section with the skills that are specifically targeted to that job, you're definitely increase your chances of getting found by recruiters. And here's an important detail. The skills that you include in this section don't have to be skills of your current work. In fact, they need to be targeted for the job you actually want to have. So if you're already taking steps towards transitioning into a new profession or into a new line of work or a new industry, and you're already learning new skills that come with that transition, this is the section to showcase that. Also, you can pin the top 3 skills at the very top of your profile to make them the most visible. And those need to be the top 3 skills required for the job you want to have and not necessarily the job you currently have. Something that seems as insignificant and meaningless as endorsements can actually affect the search rating of your profile as well. If other things being equal, if we have 2 profiles that have relevant skills, the profile that has their skills endorsed will actually win in terms of their search rankings for recruiter searches. So if you want to appear higher in recruiter search results, you actually do want to make sure that you have your skills endorsed. And the good news is that you can ask other people for endorsements and then you can reciprocate. So that way, it's not just a meaningless endorsement from somebody you don't know, but you can ask people who actually know you and do indeed believe that you have that skill to endorse you, which makes it a little bit of a meaningful interaction for your ongoing networking on LinkedIn. These are some real high-touch tips, but before you get to this level, there needs to be a really good foundation for your LinkedIn profile to be well optimized, well written, and to make sure that you understand how to make it stand out and leverage everything that LinkedIn has to offer. If you're curious to learn more about it, I linked to another video in the description down below where I'm reviewing real LinkedIn profiles, and you can learn so much from those videos. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to hit thumbs up. If you loved it, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again soon.